Miss Budweiser looking for its third straight win with driver Tom Deeth. Seco Aviation Fuels, the U-3 Mitch Evans. Jackpot Foods, the U-7 Jerry Hopp. Mr. Pringles, the U-8 Scott Pierce in the middle of that national high points race. Miss Circus Circus, John Prevost. Miller High Life with Chip Hanauer. Pietro's Pizza, Jack Schaefer Jr., and he is the alternate.
And here's the start with Tom Deeth and Miss Budweiser. Lane 1. Lane 2 is Miller High Life with Chip Hanauer. Lane 3, Circus Circus. Lane 4, Mr. Pringles, and the rest of the fleet.
Budweiser now trying to get one of those perfect starts to work for him as he goes down approaching corner number 1. It is Budweiser on the inside. Miller High Life got a little bit light down there. Circus Circus in lane number 2 holding the water fine. Right now, as Tommy Deeth straightens it out on the back stretch, he has got to know that Miller High Life is trying to close down on Circus Circus in second. Both of those boats are trying to close down on him.
As he goes to corner number 3 on the second turn, chased by the Circus Circus, currently in second place. Third place is the Miller High Life. Here's John Prevost, and the Circus Circus hangs it on the hook. You can see that a wild ride so far in that second turn. Look out! Look out! He almost lost it right there. That water is rough here in the final in corner number 4.
And the thing to remember that each lap they go, the water is going to get that much rougher because it continues to bounce off of that log boom and come back out onto the course. There you can see your distance between the first place boat to the right of your screen and the second place boat. Tom Deeth is leading the way as they again go into corner number 1. But look at the battle for second place. On the outside, it is the Miller High Life, Chip Hanauer, trying to catch the Miss Circus Circus, the pink boat of Johnny Prevost.
129.3 for the lead boat, Miss Budweiser, 5 miles an hour faster than the second place Circus Circus, and 7 miles an hour faster than the third place boat, Miller High Life. Here's your fourth place boat, Mr. Pringles, driven by Scott Pierce.
Jim, as we give these speeds again, we want to remind everybody that when we say 130 some odd miles an hour for a lap speed, that is an average. Again, there are 4 corners that have to be turned. They are not banking these turns, so allowing for the decrease of speed in the corners, these boats hit in excess of 180 miles an hour on the straightaways.
Here is your second place boat, Miller High Life, who has moved into second now and is going a mile an hour faster in lap number 2 than the lead boat, Miss Budweiser. So Chip Hanauer is going to challenge.
We'll watch closely as the Miller High Life tries to close it down on the outside. Watch very closely, see if he can make it up past the rooster tail of the Miss Budweiser. Incidentally, a comment to the camera crew, doing a great job getting some terrific shots of these boats. You can really see how the boat powers through the water when they get in tight, especially when the boats are coming head on. Still, we have not seen the closing down of the Miss Budweiser, but Chip Hanauer is sitting in position. He may be just waiting for his time. Now, he's taking an outside course. He has to drive a little further on that, but he can keep his speed a little bit higher. And look at him come crashing out of that turn. Miller High Life still about 2.5 seconds off the lead.
122.8 for Budweiser and 124.1 for the Miller High Life. 2 miles an hour faster as he starts to close the gap.
And you can bet that in the radio, in the ear of Tom Deeth, that is about all he is hearing. He's hearing how Chip Hanauer is slowly chipping away at him. Tom Deeth will see if he's playing the game of just doing enough to win. He is right now able to hold off the Miller High Life, but we'll see if that can last.
As he comes around the next time, it'll be the green flag lap, signifying 1 more lap to go. And right now, the speeds are pretty even on our scope. They're averaging about 122.5 mile an hour each. So he is maintaining his lead at this particular time over the Miller High Life as he skips across the water, hangs it on the hook at corner number 4, and comes down to complete lap number 4 with 1 more. And look, that nose went into that rough water again.
And he took a little break of the wave over the front. That's where that canopy comes in so handy. And again, we remind you the Miller High Life is running its last race without a canopy. So the next time you see that boat in action, Miller High Life will have enclosed Chip Hanauer.
Well, that was right. 122.5 on lap number 4 for the Miss Budweiser. 122.3. And look at the battle now for third place as the Circus has a slight edge over Mr. Pringles with one more lap to go.
Still, Tom Deeth has his mind on one thing. Chip Hanauer trying to come up on him, and he is holding him off. This is the final straightaway for Tom Deeth. He'll make his turns and come home for the checkered flag. Look at how that boat is responding to him. He bounces through the turn, and look, right off his hip. It is Miller High Life. He wants to drag race him to the finish line. Tommy Deeth trying to apply that extra power. Miller High Life is flat to the floor. Tommy Deeth is going to do it if he just keeps that engine hot through the finish line. And there it is. Tommy Deeth takes the win by less than 1 second.
Fine effort on both parts. The driver, Tom Deeth, the winner of the Budweiser Cup here in Seattle. But what a job by Chip Hanauer. Those two have battled all year long and will continue to do so.